everyone, just for here, back to a new Loud House video, and if you need last one, go and check it out. And we are back with a new reviewing of my favorite Loud House episodes, and this is another really good season 1 episode. I always enjoyed, even when the show first was, new, when the show was still new, because like I said, this is from season 1, if I recall correctly. I know it was pretty early, though. A pretty early season episode. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate with this episode. Me, not necessarily. And that is the price of the price of ignition, if I said it correctly. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of y'all, if y'all watched this show, and of course this episode, y'all would know what it's about. But yeah, Lincoln shows this trailer of this new slasher movie that is coming out called The Harvester, which his mom, of course, is saying that he's not seeing that movie, which, I mean, I can name some movies that I watched, and yeah, they were pretty good, I will say. Like The Joker. I mean, I'm not recommending this to anybody, obviously, but at least in my formal opinion, I actually enjoyed these movies, and I actually didn't get jump scared any on most of them. Like The Joker, Winnie the Pooh, etc., etc. The Calling, etc. I can just give examples here. Just giving examples. And some of these I've watched multiple times as well. Yeah, like Winnie the Pooh's movie, at least a sequel, I watched probably like 4 or 5 times now. So yeah, I don't really relate with this, but I'm sure a lot of people can relate with this kind of episode, what Lincoln's going to be going through on seeing a movie like this. And yeah, even his dad is terrified, saying that it looks like even he's terrified, and he's like, on a completely different note, that trailer is to never be played in this house again. And he's got a teddy bear as well. But Lincoln is saying that he can handle it, which of course, yeah, he's like, I cannot remember how old Lincoln is, but yeah, he's probably not even close to a teenager, probably not close to a teenager yet. And I am 21. I mean, there is a difference. I'm 21, and he's somewhere not even close to being a teenager, if I recall. So yeah, it is different compared to the age as well. And yeah, of course, we get a whole Blarney, which, Blarney is pretty much a reference to Barney, right? Which a lot of people are creeped out at Barney, right? Especially when it came to some stories about Barney as well. Like guy in the suit and stuff. Kind of complicated to kind of explain, but yeah. But yeah, I do know that this is pretty much a Blarney reference. And yeah, Lincoln is like, oh, really? Rusty gets to see the Harvester? That guy cried when a bird flew into the gym. Which, yeah, he is actually now going to go and watch the movie and not tell his parents that he watched the movie. Which, of course, Blarney the dinosaur has a song about that, about lying. And yeah, we see a title card, 97 minutes later, everybody is leaving the theater, or the area after the movie's over. Except for Lincoln, Lincoln, but he is shivering in fear. He is shivering in fear. And when Clyde touches him, he's like, please don't take my gallbladder. Which, yeah. And he's like, I never knew a man in overalls can be that scary. I mean, I guess you can't really blame him, but like I said, never really been scared of any of those types. And again, not even jump scared at all, really. And, yeah. Of course, him starting to sing again, which then he's wondering if Lincoln's going to be okay, which he's saying that he can't let his parents find out that he watched the movie, which he said that Clyde said he will be radio contact 24/7. And what is up with the parents in this episode? I wanna know. It's like they know something, right? It's like they know, because it seems like they're on purposely making Lincoln scared. by trying to find some pumpkins because they're putting up the fall decorations. And first, the dad says in the basement, and we keep getting this overused gag of Lincoln just having this face that he has. Which, yeah, going down to the basement, which, yeah, can be pretty scary. I mean, I don't have a basement, so, but I am sure that it is kind of scary. But yeah, of course, the light switch doesn't work. And then he hears this voice saying, "I will get you," but it's just a little doll. And then he gets caught in a spider web, and then this hockey stick comes and cuts off the doll's head. And when he comes up, the dad then says, "It's in the attic." And he's like, "The attic?" And yeah, does that face again. And then he tries to get Lola to go up there with him. And then Lucy, and saying that she might find a bat. And of course, she's like, "I know we will, but none of them are vampires, so what's the point?" So yeah, he goes up there, his shirt gets caught, and he thinks that he is in some organs, but it's just Luann's whoopee cushions. And then his mom says they're not in the attic, they're in the garage. And again, doing the face again. But yeah, having to go into the garage. And again, I can't really relate with that either. I mean, having a garage, really. Or an attic. But I'm sure they can be, especially the attic can be pretty scary, I would say. But yeah, then he sees this hoe. Which, no, it's just Mr. Grouse. Yeah, it's just Mr. Grouse. And yeah, he's like, they're not in the garage. And he's like, "Oh, that's right, they're under the porch. Like, stop it." And he has that face again. And he's like, I'll just wait till tomorrow. Like, for real. It's like they were on purposely. Especially the tone in their voices, though. It's like they were on purposely making them spooked in these spooky areas. To go to the spooky areas. And yeah, now it is time for him to go to sleep. And he's like, "I've been better. It's been a full minute. Or not a long time quite a bit since I thought of the harvester." And then when the lights are going out, he keeps flickering it on. And then it goes off, on and off, and on and off, and on and off. And then he tries to just trying to stay awake by going to Lola, wanting to watch some of her pageant videos. And, of course, she's finding this very unlike him. Which he says then that he saw a scary movie today and he's afraid to be alone. Which she says to go to Mom and Dad, because that's where she always goes. I mean, yeah, that is kind of a good solution, but not really helping Lincoln. And then he tries to go to Lana, and I swear, these animals that Lana has, a monkey, is that a fox? A pig, snake, and an alligator that are sleeping on her bed with her? Yeah. What kind of parents do they have? What kind of parenting do these parents think they're doing? Having Lana having these kind of dangerous reptiles. Especially a snake and an alligator. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know people would have pet snakes, but, I mean, yeah, I would never do have anything like that. Like pet tarantulas, pet snakes. No, thank you. And yeah, then Lincoln goes to Lori, which he's like too busy to give girl advice. And yeah, just doing these different questions, which he immediately gets kicked out when Bobby calls. And yeah, Bobby spelled Lori's name with pepperonis. That is not exactly how you spell Lori's name. I would not think so. Doesn't it have an I? Lori? Not sure exactly, but I feel like that's not right. Yeah, some boyfriend Bobby is. I mean, yeah, Bobby can be a really good character, though, so... And he is part of my favorite characters as well, because, again, he is a really good character. There are parts where I do like his character. And yeah, tries to get Len, and of course, that doesn't work. And then, poor Lenny, though. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. When when Lincoln gets her up, she's like, "I don't get it. If it's morning, why is it still dark?" And of course, he says it's daylight savings time. And yeah, she goes out she thinks that she's going to be late for school. She's literally thinking that she's going to be late for school. Again, bless her heart. Though, sometimes I just feel bad for her, though. And yeah, then Lincoln sees this cooler coming, thinking that it has organs in it. But no, it's just Mr. Grouse again. And he's like, what's the matter, Loud? Never heard of night fishing? Again, why? I mean, I don't really do a whole lot of fishing because, yeah, just waiting and waiting and waiting, and what if you don't get anything? But again, why fishing in the night? Kind of like why golf or something in the night. And yeah, Lincoln goes to Clyde saying, I really need somebody to talk to. Which, yeah, Clyde's asleep. And of course, Lincoln's like, whatever happened to 24/7? And then, yeah, Bobby comes. Which, why is Bobby delivering pizza? Which, I can understand, I guess, to other houses, but why at the Loud house, right? Because I wouldn't think any of the Louds would have even ordered a pizza. But anyway, that's not important. But yeah, he's like, what if we celebrate by splitting the pizza? And he's like, he's got this many houses to hit. Which of course he drops another pizza. Yeah, of course. That's gonna come out of his paycheck as well. And yeah, Lincoln is literally going crazy. We see the bloodshot eyes in his eyes. He's got bloodshot eyes and going crazy, talking to himself. Like, thanks for staying up with me, guys. You want onions? No? How are you going to grow into a real man if you don't eat your onions, Todd? They'll grow hair on your chest. Again, just going crazy. This is really getting to Lincoln, though. Again, he's getting zero sleep. And then he hears a noise, which he goes down and grabs something. And we didn't see his dad just having a butcher knife and saying, I'm going to slice you right down the middle when it comes to this pie. And then Lincoln runs upstairs saying there's no such thing as the har. And he's saying that all night long until it cuts to day. And he's like, well, that was a nightmare, but at least it's over. Well, Lincoln, you got zero sleep. And then I love this part with Rita saying to Lynn Sr., did you see the pie I made for the bake sale? And then he spits out his coffee saying, no, I didn't see your carrot cake. And she's like, how did you know it was carrot, though? Yeah. And then they see Lincoln coming in, and they tell Lincoln that they think he's right, that they're gonna stop treating him like a baby, and them saying, if you're ready to see that horror movie, we believe you. Which, yeah, they got 3 tickets, and then Lynn Sr. spits out his coffee again. I mean, he was the one cowering as well from the trailer. And yeah, Lincoln's face, while pouring the milk onto the floor, and then breaking the cup. Yeah, he's like, oh no. Like, what am I gonna do? And, yeah, when passing all the posters, then he confesses. Then he confesses that he went to the movie without his parents knowing, and if they can go and see the Blarney movie instead. And then Lynn Sr.'s like, but honey, we have to come back because you know how much I love scary movies. And then we hear this noise, and he's like, the harvester, don't take my pancreas. And, yeah, Mr. Grouse coming in with a bag of chips. Now, I never been to I don't ever recall going to a theater and there being bags of chips. So, yeah, I know you would definitely not be able to take outside food into a theater. So, I'm surprised Mr. Grouse got away with it. But yeah, again, Lincoln and his parents go to see the Blarney movie. But yeah, again, a really good episode. Like I said, a one that I do enjoy, especially when I would start getting into the show. You know, when the show was still good for me. And that's what I'm doing, re-reviewing some of my favorite episodes when I still liked the show before it went downhill. But, yeah, again, I'm sure a lot of people can relate with this episode. Like I said, I don't personally. I never personally related to what Lincoln went through. But, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people could. I'm sure a lot of people could. And I would like for y'all to tell me if y'all went through what Lincoln did in this episode. I mean, Rita was right saying that it seems like he was punished enough, right? He was punished enough. Which, yeah, that is fair, though. He was punished for, you know, not getting any sleep. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know if I spoke. The next one.